What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video back in Planet Coaster 2 with part 2 of the resort build, which we started yesterday. So now we have part 2 coming in, and I was really excited to get back into this little mini project, and this is like my first big kind of little speed build for the game. Again, I wanted to create a nice little resort hotel that you can add to your parks. This is on the Frontier Workshop, so if you guys already have the game and you once you have the game and you're looking at some blueprints, you are going to be able to download this on the workshop. You just look up my workshop, and this is actually the first blueprint that I have put in. I think it's just a little over 1,000 pieces, so not too bad, and it includes all the paths and everything like that as well. So I wanted to do like a little bit of a mini slide here. There's nothing too crazy going on with our pools here, and I also wanted to put like a little splash pad area and then just like a little bar as well, to kind of finish out the little pool area in this as well. So this is the little splash pad area where it has super shallow water. So it's just gonna have some like water effects and everything like that. And then I tried to make a little bit of an exit only pool for the slides. I did hear that even if you turn the pool to close, that it will turn itself back open on itself. So I did make a tutorial on how to make exit only pools, and I was unaware of that until people in the comment section started to actually tell me about that. So now I'm aware of that, which I wasn't at first. I thought it was just gonna work, but apparently it decides to turn itself back on, so you have to periodically turn it off and such, which I can understand would be a little bit of an annoyance for sure. But I wanted to do like a little mini bar here and everything. We just put down like one of the counters, since we have the empty counters that we can place in now, which is very, very nice. And yeah, so I think this would be a really cool addition to do. Obviously we don't have hotels in the game, but I think it would be cool to put like a guest spawner inside the hotel, and you can use it as kind of like a guest spawner, and then also make it to where the guests can use the pools and everything in here. I probably should have put like a changing room. Maybe that's something I can do later on as well into the build, changing room and like a pool pass, and that way the guests would actually use this. So that's something I might do in an update for the Frontier Workshop, because but I use these little tiki heads as little bar stools because I thought it would work pretty well. And then I wanted to put something in the splash pad. We used like these little tiki I guess totem pieces, and I wanted to put some like splashing pieces on here, so like you have the little kids that want to play in the water and the splashes and everything. We add a little bit more towards the end to that. So but yeah, I've heard people doing like these little splash pads, little splash pads and everything, which I decided to add here. So this is kind of, again, like my very first legit build when it comes to like the pools and slides and everything like that. I wanted to kind of do something a little small, like a small little project like this, part of a resort building, and I think the resort turned out, again, pretty good. It was once again inspired by a little bit, like the style anyways, a little bit of the Dreammore Resort over at Dollywood. Is kind of like where I got the inspiration for that. And yeah, just kind of messing around with more of the pathing tools. I have to say, it's actually really fun to mess with the paths, and it's actually very satisfying. And the more I use it, the more exciting it actually kind of is to actually use the pathing tools that we have, and the pool tools as well, because they're very similar. But I just love that we can save paths and blueprints now. That's actually an amazing feature as well, being able to save everything in the blueprint now. I'm not entirely sure what our limit is on blueprints. Again, I only had a little over 1,000 pieces for this particular build, but yeah, of course I had to make all of the fencing uniform here, so it took me a minute to get that ready. But I figured this would be a nice little build for people that want kind of like that little bit of a resort feel for their parks, and so that's why I put it on the Steam Workshop. It was kind of like the first little bit of blueprints this is kind of like the first blueprint that I actually really kind of wanted to do for everyone. So yeah, once you guys have the game, this is already on the Frontier Workshop, so be sure to check it out in game. So even if you're on console, again, we are cross-platform now, so if you're on console or PC, you should be able to get a hold of this blueprint if you guys want to use it in your parks, so you can have a nice little resort. So I did want to focus a little bit on the lighting too, so it looks really, really nice at night as well. So I did place around a lot of these resort lampposts, and then also I did a little bit of spotlighting on some of the trees and the building itself, on the resort itself, for the hotel to make them look quite nice. As you could tell, I'm not very special at creating like these little bars. It was kind of like my first little attempt. I probably could have added a little more detail on the inside of it, but it is what it is for right now. But I'm learning as we go along, and I love that the pools already have lights installed in them automatically. That's something that's really, really cool. So I wanted to add some nice little spotlights and some cool lighting effects to the entire building. So we do give like this, I decided to go with like this purplish pink vibe on the resort tower. It looks really, really nice. My biggest goal is to keep the tower look nice and clean. I think it was a nice clean build, and just have like the pools and resort parts as best as I could here. So I think it turned out really good, and then I decided to just put a lot of trees and foliage a little bit around the area just to kind of finish it off. And then of course we do some of these, I had to put some windows at the bottom because they were a little bit bland, and a little open, or a little bit too bland for me. So and then of course I wanted to also put this little fence around the slide to kind of close off the area, and that kind of creates the resort in of itself. So and then I put some path at the beginning for anyone that wants to kind of like connect it to their parks in some way, or make a driveway. I thought about making a driveway, but I decided to just kind of keep it blank so people have like the opportunity to do what they want with it. And then I added some more like water effects in the little splash pad area again, just to kind of finish it off. And then at the end here I add some curbs, so guests will not clip through the trees. So because we do have those returning from Planet Coaster 1. So that's going to be about it for this series. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to use this in your parks, you're more than welcome to, as it is going to be available in the Steam Workshop. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe for more amazing content like this, and lots more Planet Coaster 2 videos coming towards your way. So make sure you subscribe if you like this Planet Coaster 2 content. So thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.